Pisces, what is going on with you? Come on in, have a seat. Make yourself comfortable. My name's Alan Hill from UnknownTruthTarot.com. Welcome back to another Pisces love reading. In this Pisces reading today, we are going to take a look at the status of the love connection between you and your romantic person of interest. I'm going to do that by getting one card to represent the mutual point of interest between the two of you here in February 2024. Then I'm going to get 3 cards for you, Pisces, 3 cards for your person, and then I'm going to clarify all of it with a second deck, just to make sure I can get down to the bottom of the unknown truth about what's really going on in this love connection of yours. So let's get started. Let's get one card for what's the mutual point of interest between Pisces and their romantic person of interest here in February 2024. Thank you. What's going on with you, Pisces? Let's get 3 cards for what's going on with Pisces as it relates to their romantic person's interest and the connection between them. Okay, that felt like one is still in here. Yep, there is. And we got these all come out together. Okay. What's going on with your person? What's going on with Pisces' romantic person of interest as it relates to Pisces and the connection between them? February 2024. You know, we got something flipped that time. Hiding from me. Okay, there's no way. I know something flipped. I felt it. And there's nothing flipped. That very, very strange. Let's get 2 more. What's going on with Pisces' romantic person of interest as it relates to Pisces and the connection between them? It's like almost like they got something that they don't want to come out here. What's going on? You gotta be kidding me again. I swear something flipped over and it's not there again. Let's get 1 more, please. What's going on with... Thank you. All right, jeez. They're being difficult already. Bottom of the deck, the overall energy of this reading for you, Pisces. Page of Cups. Pages are messengers, so this is news and messages and communications about love and emotions. This would be lovey-dovey messages, expressing feelings. Sometimes this can represent an apology. This is a page, so it's the least developed of the court cards, so this is not fully emotionally mature energy. So this could be someone that's emotionally immature. Could be lovey-dovey messages here. King of Wands right behind that. This is either Leo or Sagittarius energy. This is a bold, passionate, fiery, determined person that knows exactly what they want, and they go after what they want. They don't really take no for an answer. They don't let obstacles stop them. This is the I'm going to find a way to get what I want, or I'm going to make a way to get what I want kind of a person. They're very driven and motivated and ambitious. This is also the pinnacle of the wand suit, and the wand is the phallic symbol of the tarot deck, so it represents the male phallus, using it to be intimate, sexual energy, sex. This is the pinnacle of that suit. So it's not just a driven and motivated and determined person. It's a person that's driven and motivated by passion and desire and sexual energy as well, which there's nothing wrong with that. You could be getting lovey-dovey messages from some person that has the hots for you and you have the hots for them, and this could be all good. 6 of Wands, though, we got under that. This is Leo energy. This is a card of recognition. This is either... Well, it's hard to tell because this is just the general gist of what this is going to talk to me about. There's some sort of a recognition taking place and something getting recognized. I don't know if it's passionate message or lovey-dovey messages about passion and desire, sexual type stuff. Someone's getting recognized, though, and I have the King of Pentacles right behind that. So I've got 2 kings here, which could mean 2 different masculine energies involved. It could mean that there's 2 different sides to a person in this reading here. This is a husband type of an energy. This is like the provider type of an energy. This would be like a stable, committed person that's building their life around you, or that you're building your life with in some way. This usually represents like husband or father, or like the dude that I'm living with type of an energy here. Okay, that's the gist of what it's going to talk to me about. We'll probably have to come back to that as we go through the reading, because that doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to me just yet. That could go way too many different ways. This mutual point of interest is shared energy that affects both of you in some way here in February 2024. Doesn't always affect you both exactly the same way. Sometimes they do this and it causes you to feel a certain type of way, or vice versa. Sometimes they say or do something and it makes you act or feel this way, or vice versa. Sometimes this is some external thing that's affecting you both. But that mutual point of interest for you guys is the Two of Wands. This is Aries energy. Twos are choices and decisions. This is a fork in the road. It's a crossroads in the relationship. It's a decision point, and it's a decision about what is it that I want my world to be like? What do I really want here? And which of these two paths gets me to the thing that I want, and which path do I have to leave behind? So there's some sort of a choice here. It is a wand choice, so it's something about desire or possibly passion. Tell me more about this Two of Wands. Why is that the mutual point of interest between Pisces and the romantic person of interest? Okay, we got a lot going here now. What's this? Getting this interesting dynamic of like feeling cards flip over and then they're hiding from me, or it didn't actually flip. Yeah, see, that felt like there was way more in there. Is more in there. See, I knew it. Okay, on the bottom of the deck, King of Wands. We just saw that King of Wands 2 cards deep in the overall energy. A bold, passionate, fiery, determined person. This is either Leo or Sagittarius energy. It's usually someone that is very motivated and driven to get what they want, and they go after it. Someone who's driven and motivated by passion and desire. Usually would be somebody that's very like charming or good looking or charismatic and fun to be around type of an energy. And then we have Page of Pentacles below that, which is, this is like being at the early stages of planning the future here, planning for the future. It's a page, so it's not a fully developed plan. It's like beginning stages of that. It can also represent news and messages and communicating about some physical, tangible opportunity presenting itself. Ace of Swords right below that. This is the sword of truth. It's the sword of victory. It's the sword of clarity. Sometimes this is the sword you would use to sever one of the options when you have a decision to make. Like the word decision, the Latin word decision comes from literally means to cut off, like to cut off one of the options, and now there's only one option left, and that's how you make a decision. It can even be the sword you would use to sever a relationship or to sever something from your life that's like out of balance so that things can be corrected again. 10 of Wands, Sagittarius energy. This is a heavy burden being carried. Tens are completion, so this is supposed to be the completion of a heavy burden. In other words, getting to the spot where you can lay the burden down and move on without it. This could be a plan for the future to sever some burden that's weighing things down. Someone who's making this plan is very driven and motivated. Uncertain right now what this burden is. The card right below it is the World, which is another completion energy. This is the last card of the major arcana. It's the ending of a cycle and the beginning of a new cycle. So the ending of a cycle of burden, some choice about that. Wonder what the burden is already. It's kind of freaking me out what I can see so far. When I clarify this Two of Wands, I get the High Priestess, the Lovers, the Page of Swords, Nine of Swords. Okay, this is a little freaky here too. High Priestess, this is she who knows. Like, she sits in front of the veil of consciousness, so she's got access to all information. She sees and knows everything. She doesn't always tell us everything, though. And when there's stuff that we need to know, like when it's time for us to know, she clues us in through our intuition, through gut feelings, signs, synchronicities, dreams with messages. It's like your internal knowing, your intuition. She represents your intuition, your unconscious mind. She's the Two of the major arcana, so she rules over the twos of the four suits. So she rules over all of the decisions. This is screaming that my intuition is telling me something. The Lovers. It's telling me something about the Lovers. I'm getting way ahead of myself, but the central energy for your person is the Lovers. This is a powerful love connection. Another meaning to the High Priestess is it can represent a connection that's deeper than just something physical. It's deeper than just something emotional. Like the way her gown turns into a waterfall as it comes off of her leg. She's the source of all the water in the whole rest of the tarot deck. So she's the source of the love and the emotions and the entire cup suit, the intuition. She's the source of all that. So this could be saying that this is a very deep and powerful level connection here. This is the Gemini Major Arcana card. Before it was called the Lovers, a long time ago, it used to be called the Choice. So a lot of times it'll represent a choice about a powerful love connection or a choice in that connection. And maybe what is it that I want out of this connection? Sometimes it can represent, belly just growled, it can represent a choice between lovers. Hope that's not what your intuition is screaming at you about. I did see 2 kings in the overall energy. I'm seeing a lot of weird stuff. The Page of Swords, this is news and messages and communicating in general. This is also an energy of someone who's trying to learn something, someone who's trying to figure something out. It could be someone doing like research on something, investigating on something, nosing around, asking questions, snooping at things, scoping out social media. Hell, what I'm doing right now by digging into the energy of your connection technically qualifies as the Page of Swords, but he's looking at the Lovers here. So this is like feeling like intuition is telling me one thing, and now I'm seeing something, or somebody else that's a third party that knows you both saw something and is reporting it. It could be that. It's directly related to this decision about which of these 2 things do I really want. And the final clarifier for that is the 9 of Swords, more Gemini energy. This is fear, worry, anxiety. It's like mental anguish. It's like thinking about something so much with all this fear and worry behind your thinking that it causes stress. It physically manifests itself as stress, sleepless nights, nightmares. I can't concentrate on what I'm doing. I can't shut my mind off. The person on the card has their eyes covered because in their mind the situation is so bad that they don't want to face the situation that they're in. They don't want to look at it. It's almost like I saw something, like I had this gut feeling and then I saw something and now I'm scared to death about something else. Admittedly, early in the reading, I don't fully understand exactly what this is telling me yet, and I rarely do, but I will come back to this as I go through your energy, Pisces, because then I'll be able to see more of what's going on and how that relates to you. I will come back to this again as I go through your person's energy for the same reason, because I'll be able to tell more about what it means and how that relates to them. That's the shared energy affecting both of you in February 2024, Pisces, your energy in this connection. First card is always the most important for you. It's the 4 of Pentacles. Central to your energy is the 3 of Pentacles. And the final card for you came out as 2. We got the Queen of Wands and the 3 of Wands. First thing I noticed is we're going backwards in energy here. We're going from the 4 to the 3, so something is regressing, going backwards for you. This 4 of Pentacles is Capricorn energy. This is an energy of holding on tightly to something and not wanting to let go of it, not wanting to lose it. Now, sometimes that can be, I don't want to lose this connection, and it's important to me, so I want to hold on to it for dear life. Sometimes this could represent, if it's your person's energy showing up over here because something they're doing is affecting you so strongly, it could represent someone being stingy or greedy, or, it's all about me and I'm holding on to everything. Hard to tell yet. So tell me more about this 4 of Pentacles, please. Why is that the first card for Pisces in February 2024? You too, huh? Okay. Make sure nothing was flipped. Yeah, you just saw me flip that card right side up, or maybe you didn't, but I did. I just flipped that card right side up. I don't read reversals, so whenever they come out upside down, I just turn them right side up. Had quite a few people chew me out in the comments for not doing that, and I should know better, and you absolutely must read reversals. No, actually, I don't have to read reversals. All the meanings are embedded in the images on the card, so it's kind of hard to see that meaning when the card's upside down. And every card has a positive and a negative aspect to it, sometimes more than one of each. So it's not like you need the card upside down to tell you that it's the negative aspect. The interconnectedness of all the cards together tell you more context than whether an individual card is upside down. You don't read the individual cards in a vacuum, because not one of these cards is out here by itself. Now, if I was going to do a reading where I'm only going to pull one card, then sure, I would read reversals in that case, because you wouldn't have any other context of the other cards. But anyway, I'm getting off the soapbox. Just don't flame me for not reading reversals, because I'm not going to read reversals. It doesn't matter how many people complain about it. So, bottom of the deck here, we got the Five of Wands. Sorry if I'm seeming a little abrasive, but I've been having some of the readings like really get to me emotionally. I just did the Scorpio reading before this. That one bothered me when I went out. I had to go take a break afterwards and teared up a little bit over it. And I've just had some complete jerks showing up in the comments lately, leaving some pretty hateful stuff, and it's been bothering me. So sorry if I'm a little different than normal here. I'm trying to shed this energy. I've Palo Santo'd the hell out of myself before this one, but it didn't quite get it all. Five of Wands is Leo energy. This is a conflict. Fives are conflict. Wands are passion, desire. So there's an internal conflict in someone's desires here. There's like holding on to it and not wanting to let go of it energy, but this would indicate that there's also this energy that's pretty much the opposite of that. It's like, I got these two choices here, and I've seen something, and I know something, and I can feel it, and I'm afraid to face that piece. There's a piece that I want to hold on to this, but there's a conflicting piece, and you're feeling torn between those two things. Yeah, Queen of Cups, right there's your Pisces energy. This is really Cancer energy, but it can totally fit you. This is you having a lot of love and emotions for your person, and wanting to pour your love and emotions into them. But she is the only character in the deck that has a lid on top of her cup. And she's doing that as a way to protect her emotions. She doesn't want anything getting in her emotions and contaminating her and causing her emotional pain. So this represents that you're being guarded here, and that you don't want to get hurt. And what the Queen of Cups usually wants to do is take the lid off of her cup and pour her love into someone here. But you're having some sort of a conflict about being able to do that. Yeah, there's a Tower right behind that. God bless America. I already got ahead of myself when I told you their center card is the Lovers from this shared energy. Their first card is also the Tower. This is the collapse of some important structure in your life here. This is something important. Like, this is game changer, foundation rocking event. Like, once this happens, nothing's the same as it was the day before. A lot of times this will represent the collapse of a relationship. Sometimes this will even represent the collapse of a belief system, like this mental model of the world that you've been operating from in terms of the love and emotions here, and like the power of this connection, believing that it's that way, and then something happens to shatter that belief in front of you, and now you don't know what the hell to believe or what the hell to even do, and you're internally conflicted about holding on or not. And that looks to be the choice that you're facing here. Yeah, the thing that's tied to the Tower. I was just getting ready to say before I picked that up, I feel like the thing that's tied to the Tower is the lovey-dovey messages and someone being so passion, desire driven, and then that getting recognized. I think that's what caused the Tower. But then as soon as I look behind it, there's the Ace of Cups, a new beginning in love and emotions. This is a new person being involved here. When I clarify this Four of Pentacles, this Capricorn energy of holding on and not wanting to let go, I get the Eight of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, the Moon, and the Knight of Wands. Eight of Cups is Pisces energy. This is an energy of emotionally detaching, physically walking away. This is usually a breakup kind of an energy. The person on the card's walking away from 8 full cups of love, and they're choosing to leave that behind and go down a new path, looking for their 9th and their 10th cup. They do that because they think there's something better out there than what they currently have. This could be two distinct messages here. If this is your energy talking about you've emotionally detached, the advice that comes with this card is that 8 cups is the best this person is ever going to be able to give you. That doesn't mean that they're a bad person necessarily. It just means that they legitimately can't give you any better than 8 cups. And this would be you recognizing that and making the difficult decision to walk away from that, to go in search of your 9th and your 10th cup, your own personal happiness and wish fulfillment, your version of happily ever after, what you would actually want, because this person's never going to be able to give you that. And this is like, walk away because you deserve that and you're not going to get it here. This can also represent that you're trying to hold on to your person because they emotionally detached from you and started acting different. That could be why your high priestess spidey senses kicked in, that something's off in our connection here, or something else is going on that maybe I'm not privy to. And this would be them having like the grass is greener on the other side of the fence type of a thing going on, where they think there might be something better and I got to go find out. Usually when they do that, what they find out is it's not greener over there, and they try to come back at some point. That could be what this is. This could be communication and apology. It could mean that too. Next, I have the Knight of Pentacles. This is the slowest knight in the deck. This is very slow, monotonous energy. It's enough to make you want to pull your hair out. It's like so damn slow. It seems like nothing's happening. Another meaning of this can be a person who knows what they're supposed to do, but just doesn't do it for some reason. He's got the Ace of Pentacles in his hand, the seed of abundance. And he knows he's got it. He's holding it. He's looking at it. But the fields behind him are completely empty because he hasn't planted the damn seed yet. So this can represent a person that knows what they should do and they just don't. Or the opposite even, a person who knows what they're not supposed to do, but I'm going to do it any damn way. Next, I have the Moon. This is Pisces energy, fear, worry, anxiety, usually from uncertainty. Like, am I on the right path? I can't see. The moon's out. It's dark outside. I can't see where I'm going. I don't know if I've made a wrong turn. I don't know if I'm on the right path anymore. Hell, I don't even know if this was the right path to begin with. And I'm feeling uncertainty, which is enough to cause fear, worry, and anxiety. I do have both cards out here affecting you. Both cards that are about fear, worry, and anxiety. There's only 2 in a deck, and this is both of them. Another thing that the moon can mean is, again, when the moon's out, it's dark outside, so things can be hidden in the dark. There's stuff going on that you can't necessarily see, and you're not aware that it's there. This would be like something hidden in the dark, a secret being kept of some kind. Final card here is the Knight of Wands. It's a really fast, forward-moving energy. It's rushing forward and taking rapid, passionate action on something there's a lot of passion and desire for. It can also represent the player of the tarot deck. In other words, someone who's like really wishy-washy and in and out and back and forth and can't seem to make up their damn mind about what they actually want. This could be a person who rushes into you and is all gung-ho about moving forward, and they're all passionate about it, and they tell you everything that you want to hear, and then they get what they want, and then they go somewhere else and they do that same routine over there, and they come back and forth playing both sides of the fence. I do have like walking away to see if the grass is greener on the other side, and then coming back and probably doing that more than once. This could just mean, if something like that's not going on, it could just mean that there's a person here that says what they want, and then they start taking all these passionate actions on the thing that they claim they want, but then something else happens and they pull back and like go a different direction. It's like, it would be like non-committal energy in the sense of like, I can't stay fully committed to what I said I wanted, and now I'm changing my mind and backpedaling. So central to your energy, 3 of Pentacles. So we're going backwards here. This is Capricorn energy. It's supposed to be like teamwork and collaboration and working together as equals to build something of value. And typically what you would be building is the 10 of Pentacles, like combining together in the physical sense, combining your lives together, living together, marriage, things like that, building a life together. That's supposed to be like the beginning, laying the foundation of that here. But in this card, there's only one person working all by themselves. So this would be like, we are supposed to be building something together, but you're the one doing all the work here. And tell me more about this 3 of Pentacles. Why is the 3 of Pentacles central? Let me get priest. Thank you. Make sure nothing else flipped. Like, again, it felt like something else was in there. But bottom of the deck, Page of Pentacles. News, messages, communicating about some physical, tangible opportunity that's being presented here. This is also someone who, like, it's a page, so it's not fully developed yet. This is someone who's at the beginning stages of planning for the future, like the early stages of a plan that's not fully developed yet, which is like what I'm feeling here with this. Like, we're laying the foundation for this thing that we're going to build together, and you don't want to let go of that. But then here we are at 9 of Pentacles, which is a singles energy. This is Virgo energy. It's a step back from that 10 of Pentacles where we've combined together. This is being physically single, physically like independent and self-sufficient. And I don't need this other person to physically or financially take care of me. I can do that. This does not necessarily mean planning to be single, although it could mean that. This could just be, I've got this plan and like, I'm by myself working on it, and it's supposed to be us working on it. Yeah, it's supposed to be King of Wands here working on it. Yeah. But then King of Wands is getting recognized for something, and he's getting recognized for 2 of Cups, which is Cancer energy. This is a love connection between two people, but this is also a 2, and in tarot, 2s are about choices. So this is a choice, a decision in this connection with you. It could even be a decision between more than one cup of love. I mean, see, that's like what he's getting: passion, desire, sexual energy, getting recognized for another cup of love. It's like feeling like there's a choice between lovers, like possibly either finding out or someone telling you about it, and all this fear, worry, and anxiety. I'm working by myself here. When I clarify that 3 of Pentacles, working by myself type of an energy, I get 7 of Swords, 7 of Cups, 9 of Cups, 2 of Pentacles. 7 of Swords is Aquarius energy. This is lying, cheating, stealing, deception, sneaking around behind your back, trying to get away with something that they shouldn't be trying to get away with. That's not the only meaning of the card. Like, sometimes it means self-preservation, like it's someone who doesn't want to get hurt, which is why he steals these swords. He doesn't want the swords to hurt him. He doesn't want the swords used against him to hurt him, so he steals them to make sure that can't happen. It can also represent leaving something behind, because he can't carry all 7 swords. He can only carry 5, and he's got to leave these 2 behind. It's not what it feels like. Yeah. It's right beside 8 of Cups, which is a walking away type of an energy, emotionally detaching and walking away to go see if the grass is greener on the other side of the fence. And I'm being sneaky. It's like feeling like sneaking off in the night. We got this plan that's just at the beginning stages, but yeah, I think I want to be single, and I'm not liking this. Next, I have the 7 of Cups, so I've got 2 7s in a row now. It's funny, I've got a 4 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles for your first 2 cards. 4 plus 3 is 7, and now I've got more 7s. Like, the thing that just pops into my mind is that's the number of the divine. I've already seen a tower. I've got a tower out here. First card in your person's energy. That's card 16 in numerology. You add 1 and 6 together to make 7. Number of the divine. It's like the thing that's screaming at me right now is this is not happening to you. This is happening for you. This is the universe or God or spirit or source or however you personally view that is kicking this shit out of your life because it's not supposed to be here. And the right now, you're probably going, why is this happening to me? And this is probably terrible right now. But when you have enough time go by that you have hindsight looking back on this, you're going to realize this didn't happen to you. This was a blessing in disguise. The 7 of Cups is Scorpio energy. This is options and choices and confusion about your options and choices. There's a lot of different cups here. There's a lot of different ways this could play itself out. A lot of different things I could choose to do here. And I'm confused because I don't want to make a mistake. And I have all this clouds of smoke around this, and there's probably things that I can't see right now, and my vision is obscured, and my judgment is clouded, and I'm emotionally confused and having a hard time here. And that could very easily be because someone's being deceptive with you, and they're blowing smoke up your ass and trying to obscure what you felt was going on and trying to deny it. And at the same time, they could be worried as hell that you're going to figure it out, or that someone's going to tell you and you're going to figure it out. It's the confusion here is tied to deceptive behavior and sneaking around, but it's sitting right beside Knight of Pentacles, a person who knows what they're supposed to do but doesn't do it, or knows what they shouldn't do and does it any damn way. It's almost, and then that's tied to a secret being kept. And I see this Nine of Swords a lot when there's a secret going on, because this is somebody who did something they shouldn't have done, and now they're worried as hell that it's going to come out. Next, I have Nine of Cups. This is Pisces energy. This is a singles energy too. This is like the Nine of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups are both singles energies, and I've got both of them right here in this little bit of the story. This is being emotionally single. Like, this is being physically by yourself, and this is being emotionally by yourself. Either of those cards could also represent a person that's not single, but they're presenting themselves in the physical world or presenting themselves emotionally as if they are single. This is personal happiness and personal wish fulfillment. And now you've got confusion around what you thought was your personal happiness. It's feeling like the belief in this is crumbling apart for you right now. There's also secrets tied, even fear, worry, and anxiety for you tied to the thing that you personally want, that you think would fulfill you, what would make you happy. But there's also secrets tied to this emotionally single idea. Sometimes the negative piece of this card can be self-centered and smug, and it's all about me, and what I want personally is more important than you, Pisces. What I want is more important than what's best for us or what's best for you. It's what's best for me that matters, which is how people get into keeping secrets and picking up this player type of an energy here. The final clarifier for this Three of Pentacles, is the Two of Pentacles. So I've got 4, 3, 2. So again, we're continuing this backwards shit here. This is another choice. It's another decision. This is a physical world decision where you're looking at two options and you're weighing the pros and cons. Like, do I or don't I? Should I or shouldn't I? This can represent a person that's juggling two different people, and I can't make up my mind which one I want. So I'm just going to be a player and run back and forth between two and keep it secret, because I'm getting my personal jollies out of it. It's like so much of this energy over here on your side, Pisces, is really just shit that your person is doing, and it's showing up over here because it's affecting you so strongly. The final card in your energy, you got two. You got the Queen of Wands and the Three of Wands. Queen of Wands is either Leo or Aries energy. This is a bold, passionate, fiery, determined person that knows exactly what she wants, and she goes after what she wants, and she doesn't take no for an answer. She don't take your bullshit excuses. She goes out and she gets what she wants. The negative side of this can be sometimes a drama queen type of a person. If this isn't your energy showing up here, it could definitely be that. It can be a person that there's a lot of like sexual attraction and desire for. This is looking like you knowing what you want, and then having this Aries energy of the Three of Wands tied to it, which is an energy of waiting at its core. It's the card that comes after this Two of Wands. That's the shared energy. This is that decision point where, what is it that I want my world to be like, and which path gets me there? And this is the next step. The decision's been made at this point. This is like, already chosen what I want. I've already chosen the path. Now I'm at the beginning stages of manifesting the thing that I want. I've started taking actions, going down the path, doing the things that I think are going to bring me what I want. And I have this positive expectancy that the thing I want is going to happen. It just hasn't happened yet. And I'm stuck in this energy of waiting on it. It's like I know exactly what I want and I'm doing everything. It's just not here yet, and I'm waiting on it to fully develop, fully manifest in reality. Tell me about the Queen of Wands, Three of Wands, please. Really stay here. Okay, we'll take another one. Got one in the deck still. Come here. Where'd you go? All the way down there. Son. Bottom of the deck. The Tower. Again, this is the important thing in your life, that you probably had happiness and all this desire, wanting tied to, and it comes apart. Like something bad happens here. And this is like the collapse of the relationship, or the collapse of the belief system you were operating from, of what you believed this was and what you believed it was going to become. And this is, it just shatters. Five of Wands, Leo energy of an internal conflict in your desires. Now it's like, I already made my choice of what I wanted here, and I wanted this deep connection, and I didn't want any of these damn swords, but I got them anyway. This is like a piece of you still wants this connection, and another piece of you, it's like that whole thing is shattered, and I don't know what the fuck to do now. You still have all that Queen of Cups love and emotions for this person, and also the want to pour yourself into someone and give your love and emotions to someone. But see, this can't be a one-sided thing, Pisces. This has got to be, if you're pouring yourself into them, they should be pouring themselves into you too. It's supposed to be equal give and take. It's not supposed to be, I got to cover my cup so they don't siphon all of my emotions out. It's like King of Pentacles. Yeah, you are probably viewing this person as, oh shit, I didn't go far enough down. That King of Pentacles is 4 cards deep in the overall energy. And right below it is the Queen of Pentacles. This would be like husband and wife, like married couple, engaged people, people that are living together, or they spend so much time together they might as fucking well be married, you know. And like right below that is that Five of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles singles energy, or possibly someone presenting themselves as single and juggling 2 people even though they're not single. That's what it's looking like. This is you having love and emotions for them, viewing them as like husband type of a figure here, and building a life together, working together as equals. So see what I mean? Like this is your central energy, but this is what it's supposed to be. This is what your beliefs about it were, that we're working together as equals to build this thing, this 10 of Pentacles. But in reality, you were working by yourself to build it. And while you're doing that, they're doing basically whatever the hell they want. Yeah, and this whole thing is stuck now. It's all just stuck. Pisces energy, Hanged Man, progress halted, no forward movement. Looking at things though from a different point of view than you normally would, a different perspective than you normally would, trying to figure out what's got this stuck, how do I get it unstuck, how do I move forward from here? And it's hard to do that when something shatters the whole damn thing and now nothing's the same as it was. When I clarify this Queen of Wands, Three of Wands, like you knowing what you want and believing it's going to happen and then just waiting on it to show up, I get the Nine of Wands, the Page of Wands, Page of Cups, Six of Wands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these 6 cards are wands. Like that's a lot of passion, a lot of desire. That's like, I want this really, really bad. And feel like this is probably the one for me, or at some point believed that. That's an important thing to tell you too. I get a lot of comments about, oh, I'm in a twin flame relationship and like this, my divine masculine this and blah, blah. It's like the twin flame stuff is bullshit. It's like, it's not real. It didn't get invented as a concept until the 70s. These cards were invented in like this particular deck, 1908, 1909, like 60 some years before twin flames was even something that people talked about. It's not that. And when you see the Lovers card show up, I don't care what anybody else says. This does not mean twin flames. It never has. How could it if this was invented 60 some years before twin flames were? So it never meant twin flames. Ain't never going to be twin flames. But I know a lot of readers tell you that's what it is. That's not what this is. That's not what this is. This one is bothering the shit out of me. It really is. Like, it's right there in the center of their energy next to the fucking tower too. This is not like God beaming down a message through me that this is the one for you and this is who you're supposed to be with. That's not what these cards mean. This is showing up as part of your energy because at some point you believed that. Doesn't mean this is verification from spirit, source, the universe, God, that this is the person you're supposed to be with. That's not what it's ever meant. And I'm so tired of the readers that tell people that's what it means because they just keep you stuck in a situation that you're not being treated right and you're being hurt and you believe that you're supposed to be with this person. So you just stay in it and you continue to get hurt over and over and over again while this person can just do whatever the fuck they want. And that's not love. I promise you, when God created the idea of masculine energy, that's not what he had in mind. That's not it. That's distorted as fuck. And you can't be in a divine connection with a distorted person because just being with them distorts you too. I'm sorry. This is twice I've lost it in this reading. I apologize. Nine of Wands this is Sagittarius energy of being walled off and defensive. This is an energy of healing. This is the wounded warrior. He's been hurt and he's built this wall around himself as a way to protect himself so he doesn't get hurt anymore, so he doesn't continue to get hurt. It's sitting right beside Seven of Swords. Lying, deception, cheating, sneaking around. That's sitting right beside emotionally detaching from you and walking away. This is you not wanting to be hurt anymore. The caution about this card, though, we all get hurt. We all build walls to protect ourselves. This wall, like, really, like, it sticks in the ground. If I wanted to get to him and hurt him, I could just run and barrel right through those sticks. I could turn sideways and squeeze between him. He's not safe from getting hurt, even though he's got this wall up. This is cautionary in that don't let this hurt you to the point that you wall yourself off, because this wall, he thinks it's protecting him. It's a false sense of security. It's a security blanket. It's not really saving him, but it is making a pretty damn good fence to keep him from getting the thing he actually wants. And you know what you want. You know what you want. You want a deep, powerful connection that's real, that they pour back into you with the same level of effort and intensity that you're pouring yourself into them. And this wasn't it. But don't let that stop you from getting what you really want. Page of Wands is the next clarifier here. This is news and messages and communicating about passion and desire, expressing what I desire, expressing sexual desire, messages like that. This is also the minor arcana of the Fool, which is about taking that blind leap of faith and just saying, screw it, I'm going to leap off the cliff and I don't need to know how it works. I'll figure it out as I go. This is someone that's like more toned down than that. This is someone that's got the willingness to take the first step down a brand new path towards something they have passion and desire for. It's tied to options and choices. It's also tied to a person who knows what they should do and doesn't do it. That's feeling like your person and how they hurt you was passionate communicating, which is the first step. You can't passionately do stuff and have sex with someone else if you don't communicate about it first. You don't take that first step in that direction and then have more communications. Again, that's the overall energy. That King of Wands, the passion and desire, sexual energy driven person. And you got Queen of Wands. So there again is another you viewing them as a counterpart. But look, he's buried under this emotionally immature bullshit. That's more of it. That's why there's a fish in the cup. That's sleight of hand. If that's like, hey, look over here so you don't see the trick that I'm doing with my other hand. This is like somebody who's not being real with you. This is emotionally immature, emotionally not fully developed, lovey-dovey messages, passionate messages. It's also in the same row with the moon, secrets being kept, me wanting to get my own personal happiness and my own jollies and presenting you with something that's not factually real while communicating with someone else. These are the reasons why you're hurt here. Six of Wands, this is also right here, third card down in the overall energy, recognizing something. This is Leo energy of recognition, recognizing something about yourself, about this person, recognizing something about the connection, whatever it is that's being recognized. It's passion, desire based, lovey-dovey messages based. What's laying in this row with it? The player juggling two people, recognizing that. I think that's what your intuition was telling you. And I get it, man. Like, I when I first started this channel, right before I started, I was dating a girl. Everything seemed fine. And then I started getting these weird feelings like, wait, something's up. Something's up. And I'm like, no, nothing's up. I didn't want to believe something was up. I thought that was my happily ever after at the time. And it bothered me for days. And I finally like, okay, fine, I'll listen to you. And I got some cards out and I did a reading. 5 of Swords, 7 of Swords, the Devil, the Tower, 3 of Swords. Wait, no way. There's no way. And I put those cards to the side and I got a different deck. Same fucking cards came out. More came out than that. But same cards were still in there. And I'm like, no way. There's no way. Third deck, same cards are in there. And I'm like, no way. So I had to talk to her about it. Ends up, she's like, no, that's not happening. So she read tarot too. We did a reading together and her own cards told on her. My cards told on her. Her cards told on her. And I still didn't want to believe it. My intuition told me over and over and over again. And I didn't want to believe it because I didn't want that to be true. I wanted that to be true. Turns out it was right. And that's exactly what happened. So your intuition is always right. I totally understand when it's screaming at you something that you don't want to hear, that you don't want that to be true. I get it. But then this would indicate that I factually saw something. I uncovered something. Someone saw something and told me. There is recognition in 2 different places here. The part that scares me about this for you is I see the level of desire and want and like happiness that you had tied to this, and there's still this idea of holding on to it and not wanting to lose it, and an idea of being torn about that. Ending in recognition and forward movement is a good sign. So that's your energy in the connection. We'll scoot this over and get us some more room. Take a look at your person's energy. In their energy, we have the Tower, the Lovers, and the 4 of Wands. And the first card is always the most important. For them, it's the Tower. This is the collapse of something important here. This is the foundation rocking event. It's the game changer. That's tied directly to the Lovers again. So it's like something bad happens in the connection. Just like if I'm just reading just these cards, there's like the collapse of that. And probably this too. The 4 of Wands would be like stability of the home, stability of the family, stability of the connection between the two of you. Tell me about the Tower. It's like still on the bottom of the deck. Why is the Tower here, please? Use that the first card. But prices for many persons interested. February. Let's get one more card on the Tower, please. Oh, that one feels funny. Bottom of the deck, the Tower. Whenever I'm clarifying a card and I get the same card in the clarifiers or even in the story, it's the universe screaming at me like, dude, I kicked this fucker down because they're not supposed to be with this person. Five of Wands, again, Leo energy, internal conflict in desires. This person wanted, a piece of them wanted you. Another piece of them wanted something different than that. And that's what led to the Tower. That's what led to everything getting halted, progress stopping, things getting stuck, not moving. When I clarify the Tower, the World, the Star, and the Ace of Pentacles. The World, final card of the major arcana. This is a completion energy. This is the ending of one cycle and at the same time the beginning of a new cycle here. Starting back over at the Fool, the beginning, new beginning. This Tower definitely ends things between you. This new cycle, though, is kind of concerning. Is this new cycle with new person that I have? Is this new cycle where I can convince you to go on another lap with me here? Let's do this again. The Star is here. This is Aquarius Major Arcana energy. This is a card of healing. It's a card of hope. It's a card of wish fulfillment. This is like having the hope that something can be healed. It's the card that comes immediately after the Tower in the sequence of the Major Arcana. This is card 16. This is card 17. So you don't make it here without going through the Tower. I'm clarifying the Tower, and I've got the other deck's Tower here too. So clearly we've had a Tower. This is them having hope for something, healing for something. Like when that Tower collapses and nothing's the same as it was yesterday, it's really hard to see how to move forward from here. You can't even see the damn path anymore. This is the guiding light from the universe that lights the way so you can see the path moving forward. It's where hope and healing both come from. But I'm not 100% understanding how that relates here. What they're seem to be hoping for is new opportunity. That's why I said it didn't feel right, I guess. It's like this is a physical, tangible, real world opportunity presenting itself. This is not like an idea or a concept or some vague thing. This is like physical, you can touch it. I'm hoping that this doesn't mean like physical opportunity to do something with some other person here, and maybe that's what gets found out. But they're definitely ending something here in an abrupt way, in a massive way, and then having hope tied to an opportunity. Central to their energy is the Lovers. Again, that's powerful love connection. It's also a choice. This represents at its core the choice and the interconnectedness between people. You can't be in a relationship with someone that chooses to do drugs and it not affect you, or that chooses to, make bad decisions and those decisions not affect you. And it's like that interplay between the interconnected. It's like it's global even. Like we can't just pollute the shit out of the environment and expect it not to affect everyone. It's like that kind of a dynamic here. But this is like a powerful connection where there's a decision involved about it, and even a decision between more than one person, it would look like. Why is the Lovers here, please? Tell me about that. Why is that the central region? Pisces romantic person's interest. Yeah, it's like they're back to not wanting to talk again. The only card that came out is Five of Pentacles, abandonment. Okay, I don't know. I'm getting yelled at that this one goes first, so I'm switching it. Bottom of the deck. The Tower. The collapse of this relationship based on having now a choice between more than one lover. Queen of Swords, this is she who knows the truth. This is Libra energy. This has gotten found out is what has happened. There was a physical opportunity and something got found out about it. Or maybe they were just worried something was getting found out about it. But by this time, the tower coming down, this is you knowing the truth. Like, she's holding her hand out because she's at least fair. And she's saying, go ahead, tell me your truth. Tell me your side of the story. But they don't realize you already know the truth. So then they tell you the bullshit side of the story and it's off with your head. This is like the severing. This is like, dude, I got you. And you just straight lied to me. Overwhelming amount of energy happening here. This is very fast incoming energy. This is like rapid back and forth passionate communicating, rapid forward movement, rapid progress, or just so much happening all at once that it's like taking a drink out of a fire hose. It's too much. It's overwhelming. When I clarify the lovers, 5 of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, Ace of Cups. 5 of Pentacles is a Taurus energy of abandonment. This is abandonment, being cast aside, being left out in the cold, walked away from. This is a breakup energy. It's tied to the lovers. It's also sitting right beside this World card, the ending of a cycle, beginning of a new cycle. This is either you kicking them to the curb or them leaving. Either, I can't tell which it is because I saw that Queen of Swords. That could be you cutting them off and like, get the fuck out. This could be them having a new opportunity and now they abandon Queen of Cups. They abandon you. Or this is saying, I feel abandoned because you kicked me out. It's strange how the hope is laying right beside you on their side of the energy, though. The healing is also beside you. This tells me that they're not starting a new cycle where everything collapses and they're healing. That's going to be your cycle to start. You're going to be the one healing here. Damn. Final clarifier for the lovers is the Ace of Cups. This is a new beginning in love and emotions. It's sitting right beside this new physical, tangible opportunity that presents itself. Both of their columns end with a cup. A new beginning, a new beginning. Something collapses, end of a cycle, beginning of a new cycle. There's the new beginnings all over the place. Final card for them, 4 of Wands, Aries energy. This is stability of the home, stability of the family, stability of the relationship. These 4 wands represent 1111, which is the number of manifesting. So this is like in the 3 of wands that you have, like you're at the beginning stages of manifesting. You've decided what you want. You've started taking steps in that direction and you're expecting that what you want's going to happen. You're just waiting on it to happen. Well, the 4 of wands is when it materializes, when it's like stable in the physical reality and it's now arrived. This is usually a celebration energy of the thing I've been trying to manifest. It's here now. Definitely see the opportunity for it. I definitely see there's been communication and desire about it. Tell me about this 4 of wands, please. Like they started off at a fork in the road with a choice about what is it that they really want. Bottom of the deck, 10 of wands. Sagittarius energy. This is a heavy burden that they're carrying here. It's a 10, which is a completion. This is the stage where they lay the burden down and move forward without it. Hence the tower, hence the breakup energy, hence the emotionally detaching and walking away energy that's over here showing up in yours. Deception, confusion, blowing smoke up your ass, secrets, juggling 2 people. Yeah, that probably does get burdensome after a while, I would imagine. Yeah, their burden is directly tied to Knight of Cups, actions toward love and emotions, romantic gestures, flirtatious behavior, like moving forward and advancing some cup of love. Yeah, that's where their happiness is tied to. That's also what gets exposed, though. When the moon's out and it's dark outside and things are hidden in the dark, the next card is the sun. The sun comes up, shines its light into where it was dark before, and now it's not dark, and now I can see all that shit that was hiding. Yeah, and look who I'm looking at now. King of Wands again. That's shown up for your person every time, except for the way that you had all this, like, husband feeling about them. When I clarify this Four of Wands, I get the Magician, the Four of Swords, and the Two of Cups. The Magician is the Mac Daddy Master Manifester of the Tarot deck. This is a person who has all the tools, abilities, resources to shape the world around them to be in alignment with what their will desires. He's got the 4 aces on the table in front of him. 2 of them are out here in their energy right now. Those aces are the ones of the 4 suits, 1111, just like the card I'm clarifying right now. So this is telling me your person is manifesting what they want, and they are the ones that created this situation that I'm reading here. Actively manifesting breakup, abandonment type energy to get the ending of the cycle so they could begin the new cycle that they were hoping to get with this opportunity that they had. That required them to, like, abandon you, break up with you, get rid of you in some way in order to get the new thing that they want. The next clarifier for the Four of Wands is the Four of Swords, Libra energy. 4s are about stability, so this is stabilizing the mind, stabilizing the thoughts, like calming my mind down so I can figure out what to do. This is also like taking a pause, taking a break. It could be a break in the connection. It could be a pause in the connection. You see what I said at the very beginning. This is like got the grass is greener on the other side of the fence thing going on, and they always find out it's not, and a lot of times they'll try to come back. I think that's what this is. Let's not be honest about this, and let's just call it we're on a break right now, which is just code for I broke up with you and now I can do whatever the hell I want, and if that doesn't work out, then I can come back and it's all going to be smooth sailing because, well, I didn't cheat on you. We were on a break, so that didn't work out, and now I want to fix this. That's what this feels like. 2 of Cups here. They're trying to just put a pause on this and still maintain the hope inside of you that this is going to be fixed. It's like they're using that as a way to ensure that if this doesn't fly, I can always just come back to Pisces and pick up where I left off and everything will be great. Trying to maintain that connection with you, but I also have this other connection here. I got the physical opportunity. I got the new cup of love. And this is me making my choice about those things. They got to decide what they want and pick one path. Like what they're trying to do is run back and forth between the 2 paths. And that can only fly if you allow it to fly. And that's all I'm going to say about that, because it's not really my place to tell you what you should or shouldn't do. It's my place to get you the answers, to get you the message so that you have some insight and some clarity to, like, finally be able to know what's going on so that you can make the best decision for you. And that's what this is about for me. So I wish you luck, Pisces. Sorry I lost it a couple of times. I will go take a break now and hopefully not do that again. So talk to you later. Now, if you still have questions you want answered about this situation or your relationship, click on any of the videos that just appeared on your screen right now. When you do, you'll be taking even more Pisces love readings that can give you more insight and more clarity about what's really going on in your particular situation. And I'll see you in the next video.